Welcome back to See the Stories. We're still at the 3-hour news show and still in our signature segment, and we're still discussing skincare ingredients with Dr. Rendy here in the house. Hello, welcome back, Doctor.
Hello, Kai.
So we had a long conversation about popular ingredients that are available to us in the market. It's confusing to be a woman, right?
It is confusing.
It is confusing. So we've mentioned before because we've both, recently in the last 2 to 3 years, we were pregnant and we gave birth, right? We were very careful about researching and making sure that are there actually any skincare ingredient that should be avoided in certain situations during pregnancy, or perhaps if you have very sensitive skin, or if you have like a chronic disease, for instance, you're more sensitive towards certain ingredients, right? Or certain medication, right?
So the most important thing is when a woman get pregnant, she needs to take away the retinoic acid and everything contains like that, adapalene or any derivative of vitamin A, because it's category as pregnancy X. So it's supposed to be 3 months before you're planning to get pregnancy. It's better to be stopped.
You stopped already. Oh.
Why? Because as you know, the concentrations of the retinoic acid may come to your blood-brain barrier and causing something that unexpected. So retinol is a big no-no in pregnancy. Glycolic acid, the AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, it is still permitted because very little coming to your blood vascularizations. But if you want to use a glycolic acid, make sure it's less than 10%. And also salicylic acid, I've been saying before, less than 2%. So the most safe agent for the pregnancy is actually azelaic acid. Azelaic acid has been FDA approved for category B. It means like it's safe. Like a paracetamol is a category B. So it means like if you have a pregnancy, you take the paracetamol, it means no effect for the baby. Azelaic acid is okay, glycolic acid in less concentrations is okay, salicylic acid in less concentrations is okay, but make it simple, because usually when you get pregnant, the problem
things happen.
A lot of things happen, right? You're stressed and everything else. If you have an acne, you're getting more stress. So you make sure you also use topical ingredients that you need to go to the dermatologist. Usually they're going to give you clindamycin or erythromycin, that it's also pregnancy category B, but it's a blue label, so it needs being given from the dermatologist.
That's if you have like acne problems, something like that, right?
So if you have, sometimes also when you're pregnancy, you have a problem of the hormonal darkness, dyschromia, right? Discolorations. Please not use the hydroquinone. It is also not permitted using the hydroquinone. If you want, you can use the azelaic acid, or you can use a simple moisturizer as that. And then when you're finished, you're getting labor, then you can continue about your skincare routine.
Oh my goodness,
so breastfeeding is okay with acids, just not when we're pregnant, right?
Yeah. Breastfeeding, however, some of the ingredients that coming inside the blood barrier, like retinol and hydroquinone, it's still said that be prevented. But in some research, evidence says retinol is still okay in breastfeeding mother, because the problem is only it comes out into the blood placenta barrier. So it's still like the research is still controversy. But I prefer maybe after the breastfeeding is more safe.
Just to be safe.
To be safe.
Okay. All right, doctor. What advice would you give to someone about skincare ingredients, especially about not easily following trends when you see it everywhere on social medias, all these influencers
and we have a male co-worker today, and he's also taking notes today. So what serums should the male population also take a look at to take care of their skin?
Okay, so to make sure not to following only the trends, but to know your skin really well, because everybody tolerate to a different active ingredients differently, different than your influencer, different than your friend. So you need to check it all the times, whether this is a purging, this is irritation, this is allergic reaction. And if it happens, make sure that you can overcome that. If you cannot overcome that, go to the dermatologist, because Usually women, they buy something new, it's very expensive. It's hard also for them to let go of their skincare, right?
I'd be like, doctor, make it
Expensive.
work for me, please.
But if you force using it, then if there's a problem with you, there's a breakout, there's an inflammation, you're going to cost you more than you buy that. So it's better to give it to someone else's, or probably you change it into a better. So, and the other thing for male, the most important thing is to keep it simple. Why? Because male doesn't want to stay in the mirror all the time using, well, they don't have the exaggerations of using a skincare as female, right?
But what if they do? Let's just say they have an open mind, okay? In terms of taking care of their skin, you know, the basics, what are the basics, and what if they want to take it to level 2, can they add into their routine?
So first of all, a very simple one, a cleansing, okay, and a moisturizing, and also active ingredients. Active ingredients can be used in once a week or probably every 3 days at night. That's enough, because usually in my patient, if the male patients get a lot of skincare or a lot of beauty products we're being given, they don't use it really well. Or another thing, sunscreen, it is more, what was that? They were usually use it if they in the shape of spray rather than the cream. Or the stick. The stick one, the new one is like a stick, right?
Yeah. But the spray is always the easiest, but just don't inhale it, okay? Yeah, I have to agree. They're like babies. So that you have to make it, it's true. It's like you have to make it, if it's not simple, they're not going to use it. You are so right.
Yeah, that's the most important thing of the skincare, that you use it, you enjoy the time of you're using it. It's your time, me time. So if not, you're not going to use it. So what for? It's a waste of money.
And it has to smell good when it comes to men, right? It has to have this certain male product.
Yeah, the oceanic things, the, I don't know what, the floral woody things.
It's true.
Being
right?
But anyways, Dr. Rendy, thank you so much for being
You're welcome.
here.
I'm so
We've learned
glad.
so much today.
Yeah. I'm sending this recording to my husband.
Definitely.
The male part. Yeah.
All right. See, the stories will continue after the break, so stay with us right here on the 3 Hour News Show on See Today.